Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you know, hi, I'm Kit. In today's episode of experimenting with angles in my room, we're doing it from my desk. Sort of. But anyway, as you can tell by the title, we're doing a book haul, and now I've decided I am on a book buying ban, but high chance I'm not going to stick to it. There are 6 books. Yeah, do you know what, I'm just going to put them on the shelf beside me. So first I have Far From You by Tess Sharp, and I wanted this book for ages because I've read The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp, which I really liked. It's actually one of my favourite books, and let me have a little look. You can see it. It's like over that. I'm trying to over that in that area of my book trolley. Basically, this book follows Sophie, who's a recovering addict, after 4 months after her best friend Mina died in what people believe is a drug deal gone wrong, and Sophie doesn't believe it's true. However, her and Mina share a secret. I don't know what it is. But anyway, that's a shit description, so I'm just gonna read you the blurb. 9 months, 2 weeks, 6 days. That's how long recovering addict Sophie's been drug-free. 4 months ago, her best friend Mina died in what everyone believes Mina died in what everyone believes was a drug deal gone wrong. A deal they think Sophie set up. Only Sophie knows the truth. She and Mina shared a secret, but there was no drug deal. Mina was deliberately murdered. Forced into rehab for an addiction she's already beaten, Sophie's finally out and on the trail of the killer, but can she track them down before they come to kill her? I got this one from Amazon. There's a tiny bit of damage. There's like scuff on corners and in the scuff there, but personally I don't really care because I'm probably going to scruff it up a bit when I read it. Also, floppiness. I'm going to rate this a 7 out of 10. Also, one of my favourite noises in the whole entire world. Let's just put that there. Next book is Stephen King. I had to read the blurb so then I can give a summary. So this book follows Charlie, who's a regular high school kid, great at baseball, football, you know, typical American person, typical American student. When Charlie is 17, he meets a dog called Raider and her master, who's called Howard Bowditch, who lives in a big house at the top of the hill. Very mysterious vibes. And a locked shed in his back garden. But when Howard dies, he leaves Charlie a cassette tape, which explains that the shed in his back garden isn't an ordinary shed and is actually a portal to another world. So yeah, that's pretty much the blurb for you. I'm excited to read this because Stephen King writes horror, and that's fantasy. Anyway, moving on, I have How to Survive Your Murder, which is by Danielle Valentine. I think I saw this on TikTok. Oh, got this from Tesco's. Got this on Amazon. I think I saw this on TikTok. Or I might have just, I don't know. I saw it ages ago and it was on my list. Probably on TikTok. Anyway. So this follows Alice, whose sister was murdered, and then she is the sole witness in her sister's murder trial. And it's been a year since her sister was murdered. Well, her sister Claire was murdered, and her parents have gotten divorced. She's moved into a shitty apartment. Her life has basically fallen apart. Claire was an all-American girl, you know, typical popular person, theatre star, whereas Alice was for nerds. She was for quiet kid, you know, typical person. Oh shoot. So I just read the blurb to like refresh myself. And on the day of the court trial, Alice went to the bathroom and then was knocked out by what is described on the blurb as a Sidney Prescott lookalike. But yeah, so Alice is knocked out, and when she wakes up, it's Halloween a year before. And that Halloween is the day her sister was murdered, so she has the whole night, well, till midnight, to save her sister and find out who killed her. This kind of gives me same vibes as Happy Death Day. But yeah, I don't know if I said, but I got this on Amazon. Let's pick this bit. Sorry, pigs. I've seen this all over TikTok. And I've been wanting it because of the cover, because it has the... Give me a second, I can actually check because I have the poster. It's a Japanese painting in the world of the Great Wave of Kanagawa. I have it actually up there because I'm obsessed with Japan as well. So this is called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Seven. And I also got this from Tesco. So this follows Sam and Sadie. They were childhood friends. And then they, I don't know if they fell apart or they stopped talking or whatever, but they basically grew apart, lived their own separate lives. And then Sam saw Sadie in New York. I'm guessing it's New York, but crowded train station, and it's like, oh my god, hi, you know. Their spark has been reunited, and this book just follows the friendship, their rivalry, fame, creativity, betrayal, tragedy, perfect roads, and imperfect ones, basically. Pretty much just read you for that. I'm really excited for this book. Oh, I forgot to rate for floppiness of the other books. 1 out of 10. This one? 8 out of 10. Wait. Eight out of 10. One. And then this one I saw, I can't remember the TikToker. I literally have a model who reads, that's her TikTok, and it's You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Caleb Byron. I love slashers, as you can tell. This one kind of reminds me of Friday the 13th, but I don't know if that's going to be a good thing because I didn't like that film. Controversial. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Anyway, let's... 2. So this for... Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So I've read Cinderella is Dead by her. I didn't really like it. I think I rated it 3 stars. But yeah, hopefully this book will be better. And it's a lot shorter. And I'm excited. Anyway, this book follows Charity, who has the summer job of her dreams. So she works at Camp Mirror Lake, where she... It's kind of an acting gig / summer job. She acts as the final girl, and where it's basically where guests pay to have a full terror experience. So it's kind of like a haunted house, but it's a camp. It's a summer camp. So it's a full contact terror game. So Charity and the rest of the crew act out scenes from a iconic horror film called The Curse of Camp Mirror Lake, and for more realistic, for fear, for better. However, on the last weekend of the season, Charity's co-workers begin to disappear one by one, and then one ends up dead. And Charity's role as the final girl is becoming a wee bit too real for her. And Charity and her girlfriend Bessie hope to survive the night. Well, if they hope, they have to figure out what the hell is happening, what the killer is after, and begin to unravel the bloody history of the real Mirror Lake. And Charity discovers there's more to the story. This sounds so bloody good. I am so excited. And it's well, it's not horror, but it's like a slasher mystery book. Like, come on. I love slashers. But yeah, this one I got from Amazon as well. Last one. I've been wanting this book forever since she announced it because I was bloody in love with the song, which is Girls Like Girls by Hayley Kiyoko. And if you've heard the song Girls Like Girls by Hayley Kiyoko, this book is basically the book of the song. So, yeah. The floppiness, 7 out of 10. I also got this from Amazon. So, it's summertime, and the book follows Curly, who's 17 years old. She is forced to move to Oregon after her mum dies, but then she meets Sonia and is immediately attracted to her. However, Curly worries she isn't worthy of love, and up until that point everyone she has loved has left her in some way, whether by death or just simply leaving. And Sonia's never been with a girl before, but you know it's gonna happen. And if you guys know me as a queer person myself, you know if it's gay, if it's sapphic, if it's queer, I am bouncing on that book. That sounds really, really odd, but I want to read that book, basically. Literally, Heartstopper, huge fan. What other books have we read that's queer? They both die at the end. It's literally my favourites. The Girls I've Been, in my favourites. Wilder Girls, in my favourites. Bad Things Happen Here, in my favourites. Delilah Green, Astrid Parker Doesn't Care, in my favourites. And I think that's it. So yeah, this is from Amazon. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in my next one.